Two problems with the job market. One is we actually have jobs offered all around the state right now that we can't fill because there's an absence of workers. The jobs that we do have, to a large extent, are not paying enough for people to survive. Having that change is going to require a drastic influx of businesses that are able to have better paying jobs and more workers who are here to actually take advantage of them. So right now, I would say we are not in a good state. We need to change those two factors.
We actually have a really good economy here in Vermont. I know there's a lot of drawbacks to it, challenges that have to be met, but the bottom line is we have a Vermont brand that can be sold virtually any place. My next door neighbor runs what's called Happy Hill Farms. We live on a road called Happy Hill, of all things. Well, he came to me one day and he said, "You got a lot of maple trees up there, and I'm down at the bottom of the hill. You're on the top of the hill. I'd like to be able to tap into your trees." I said, "Carl, go right ahead. All I want from you is I want some maple syrup every year as rent." And he agreed. Now he is down as we speak. He is down in Florida right now at a booth at a local community fair, and he is selling Happy Hill maple syrup made in Vermont. Nice big sign. That's the kind of thing that gets me really fired up. I have the ability to actually speak about that wherever I go, and I do. And so, to me, the lieutenant governor's position just offers an opportunity to do that in ways I've never been able to do before.
Infrastructure. Three components: internet, cell service, transportation. You've got to have infrastructure in this state that will support the very basics of what anybody needs that's interested in coming here to support a business. You have an issue about rising property taxes, which has been a perennial issue. One of the things the legislature tried to do to deal with that was Act 46. We are now trying to assess, did that work, did it not work, but it's an ongoing process. Whether you agree with it or you disagree, that was one of the attempts made to try to correct the problem. We don't have the ability to put Proposition 13 on our populace because California's constitution is designed differently than ours. California, you guys had the ability to ask the legislature through a referendum. Yeah. We don't have that in our constitution, so we can't have that done. The only thing I can do about that in the legislature is to do what I've done. I voted against the budget and I voted against the fee bill every single year I've been there except one. And the one time that I didn't do that was I knew that what we were passing at that time was sustainable based on the revenues that we had. But that's only happened one time, and I've been there since 2011. The nutshell is, if you are not paying attention to that as a governor, infrastructure, critical component to having us survive as a state, education. These folks need to have the best education there is to enable them to compete in a global marketplace. If they don't have that, we are failing not just ourselves, but them as well. So I would be concentrating on those issues, but I'll end by asking a question. Who the heck would want the job?